It's a Windows issues, improv, no script, no rehearsal, no plan. Bring your Windows computer troubles for the crew to blow smoke or ideas your way. Amp up your problem solving skills with us.
Good morning. It is July 15th, 2024. I'm on a different microphone this morning, so I need to get an early indication if the sound is okay. Hello, Nova. Hello, Wintermute. Brian Lightfoot, Ghetto Ran Israel. Yes, I had a good weekend. Thank you so much.
Manor said hello.
I was the reason why I'm a couple minutes late. I was struggling to get the microphone working. This microphone's not working.
Sarcasm alert.
Not working.
John Williams said, "Hello, Doug, and you sound good."
Well, I heard a sound good, and I see somebody saying I'm horrible. They say I look horrible or sound horrible. This button sounds a bit harsh. Seems to be great on YouTube. Sounds great. That mic sounds horrible. This is through my headset. Little hot on the mic, some distortion. I'm checking. Yeah, it's a little hot, so I'll turn that down, see if this improves it a bit. Bouncing into the yellow. I was just barely bouncing a little bit into the red. Let's see how that is. I think Parker, Morse, and Nova are both came from the Fortnite world, didn't you? Ran Israel says better. Yeah, I had made some changes. This unboxing is going to be on my new unboxing cam. It is right here, pointed down at this point in the desk instead of me going over there and having my back to the camera. But apparently, when I had to put that camera on a different USB port because it wasn't waking up, and either that or having the microphone available on this has blocked my regular mic. So I don't know. We'll go with this. There's the Victor going. And let's see, I'll let the Victor finish. And then somebody threw me in chat. Let's see, where was that at? I have seen this Ace Mini computer. There's a seller here in Madison, young Jennifer Aniston. That's not from a movie, that's from a series that got canceled in its first season. And if you go to your hamburger menu up here and go to history, you should be able to directly access the unlisted video, which has a link to the original video, and it tells you more about that. That was from a pilot episode. Now come back to, let's see, did I? Yeah, I want to get back to this show. Oh, the trailer's still playing when I come back to the current show. But oh, here, Ran Israel. Hello, everyone. Looking forward to see what 1 terabyte ROM can do. I saw that. I thought, what? Do I have a problem? I went and looked at the Amazon listing that I gave a link to. And here, sure enough, says 1 terabyte ROM. It's 1 terabyte NVMe. Down here, we got 16 gigabytes RAM, 1 terabyte. Doesn't actually say NVMe there, but that was a typo. Now, funny thing, $259, but when I went to place the order, it gave a discount off of that. It was under $200 for this computer. That was a surprise. It's not, I
Ran
don't think
Israel said SpeakerBot is covering half of the screen?
That's not advertised here. SpeakerBot covering
ZB Manor said overlay Windows.
Oh, all right.
Ken Stout Live said SpeakerBot is still showing.
Okay, there, I just turned it off. Thank you for that. The last purchase, July 13th. I purchased it two days ago. Ordered it 2 days ago. It came yesterday. Let's come over here and get started. Gonna get straight to it. I did black out my address. If anybody's nervous about that. Looking at my audio indicator, make sure it's still, now it was, there's no packing. There's no extra packing in here. So when I shook this box, it was, these things moved around inside. I ordered 2 of them. They're identical. This is for a new attorney's office. And let's cut some more open. Nice looking box. Let's see, is that show? No, that's upside down for you. That's showing right side up for you. Okay. Nice looking package. This should be plenty computer for them. I have some specific things I'm going to be doing a little different with this computer with its setup. So let's
Manor
see.
said 2 in price of 1.
Not 2 for the price of 1, but they were both heavily discounted. I think that amounted to like a 20% discount. Nice looking. This is kind of a black velvet here. I had thought that I would open one of these beforehand and get it set up a little bit so I could quickly get it started, and then didn't do that. This is under $200, 16 gigabytes of RAM, 1 terabyte drive. I gotta make it upside down for me so that you see it. Nice looking design. Got this configurable display on the front. So I'm going to go ahead and pull some stuff off. I'm going to get this. I'm intending to initialize Windows with this with a local user account. It's Windows 11 Pro. And I will be, oh yeah, this is something surprising. How about this? No screws. It's a magnetic access to the NVMe and the RAM. Let's see, right side
Ran
up.
Israel said, where are the USB ports?
USB ports. There's USB ports. There's 2 USB 3s or 3 whatevers and 2 USB 2 power button. And then 2 LAN ports, and they're high speed. And an HDMI, 2 HDMI, a Kensington lock, an auxiliary port, and the power. Is the focus okay? Yeah, so that's, I don't think I've seen that before, where it's magnetic. Now, if you set it, if you're going to set it vertical, then the USB ports are on top. If you're going to set it
Zvi Manor said, no USB-C.
horizontal, it'll be here. USB-C, that's a good question. A good observation. I think you're right. No USB-C. That is odd. I think this cover can go on any direction. Well, not two directions. Nope, doesn't fit that way. So it is a single direction, which gives you, there's a window, there's a smoked plastic window that points to the NVMe drive. That's weird. Right here has the word open. So there's a little notch there. A little notch right there that you can grab it right there and just lift it off. Of course, the concern is what happens if this accidentally comes off for the client. Is that going to, for the end user, is that going to throw them? All right, now let's go get this guy plugged in. I'm going to plug it into the internet when I power it on. With a Pro Edition, that's fine. You can still create a local account. Oh, we got to do some more unboxing though. There's a stand here. I'm assuming that's a stand. I will be spending more time with these computers over the next few days, most likely. That box, this black velvet doesn't seem to want to come out. It's really nice looking. Just want to crawl inside and get comfortable. And that's not a cheap box. Okay, what do we got here? Power adapter and a HDMI cable. I'm going to plug this in behind me. Since I'm on the headset, that means you'll still be able to hear me fine when I'm over there. I'm going to use my capture cable. I'm in the habit of not talking when I'm over here. Just reminding myself I can talk. You can still hear me. I actually did not look in much detail for the detail about this computer, so I didn't realize it wasn't going to have a USB-C, but that's not critical to this application, to these users. I wasn't too concerned about looking at it in much detail because the needs in this office are pretty simple. All right, so Ethernet cable, I am connecting to the internet. I'm kind of making a deal about that because I still see people thinking that they have to do the Shift F10 business with the Pro Edition, and you don't. I got to make sure I've got the right cable there. Nope, that's not the right one. That's not the capture. Here's the capture HDMI. So it's that button. Turn it on. Bring up my capture screen. There's the BIOS. Brian Lightfoot saw the black marker. All right. I did not intentionally turn the box to that side. I realized after blacking it out that it's not even going to show because the box doesn't open on
Zvi
that
Manor
side.
said, how is the computer chosen?
I'd start out looking at B-links because that's what I had bought for the office that these two attorneys came from. They're starting their own office. And they didn't have any choice for 1 terabyte NVMe. So then I looked around at others, and the Ace Magic name I feel comfortable with. I know that they had that sort of malware scare, which I think was just totally not. Just a nothing burger. Now there we got. So anyway, I found it. It looked nice. It had that display screen. I thought these two people would get a kick out of that. I did not spend much time deliberating over it. Just get her done. United States, yes. US, yes. Second keyboard, skip. Review the license agreement. I've already read it all the way through. Right. Enter your name. You'll use this to sign into your device. This has got this. Well, this I didn't even have to tell it that I'm going to do a domain. I was expecting to have to tell it that I intend to sign into a domain, and it will give me the ability to do a local account. No password. Well, that was even simpler than I was expecting. Good grief. Too simple. Yeah, RAN Israel, as far as I know, that's new. To just go straight to that without having to say that it's for business rather than personal, and then saying I want to log in to a domain, even if you don't, even if you never intend to, then the Pro editions will always give you opportunity for a local account. And I can't imagine that Microsoft would ever change that, because the main advantage of the Pro edition is being able to connect to a domain server. And you do not want to do that with a Microsoft account. In most cases, you can, but in most cases, you would not. So I'm going to be curious to see which edition of Windows 11 this is. Is this 24 H2? I'm guessing it is. Yeah, Greg M is saying the same thing. Now, also, I had the Ethernet cable plugged in during this time, so I never got the question about connecting to the internet. Alice says, when I set up a local account, it took much longer, especially if you do that Shift F10 business. Never needed on the Pro Edition. Jim says he thinks it's an older version of Windows 11. All right, well, here we're going to find out. Windows key R and then WinVer. And let's see, I got to right click on OBS, OBS window with a correct mouse button so that I can see that bigger, because it's too small. For my eyes, you guys already know what it is. I'm going to use full screen projector view. 22H2. Yeah, he's right. Older. I wonder if that was a manipulation that Ace Magic did to make it go straight to doing a local user account.
Zv said it is modify setup windows.
Yeah, I think you're right, Zv. It's a modified setup that apparently Ace Magic did. Ethernet adapter was well, yeah, it's well, let's see, does it show that it's connected to the, yeah, it shows connected to the internet right down here. Internet access. All right. I do expect to do more with these computers over future days this week. I'm not sure
Greg
that
M said Chrome installed.
Oh, is it really? So Chrome is pre-installed? Let's close that. And I might do a fresh install of Windows.
RAN Israel said, can you show device manager?
Yeah. Let's see. Yeah, Chrome. I guess I'm going to need to, let's see it over there. Device manager. Yeah, if anything more you want to see on this today, let me know. I'm not going to do more configuration now. I'm still trying to shut down on time. Trying to get me a better view of that. Okay, yeah, device manager. There's no other devices selected.
RAN Israel said, which CPU and NVMe drive?
My mouse is just going crazy over here. it is not moving the direction I'm asking it to move. That mouse is jumping all around, not the way that I'm moving it. I'm thinking there's something interfering. Oh, okay. This is weird. When I look at OBS, I do see the mouse moving correctly. When I look at the stream window that I have maximized, it's just jumping all around. All right, going to disk drives. TWSC SSD. I think it says TWSD. I can't make that out very well. And go back and make the stream window bigger, but just not look at the mouse there. Oh, I know why it was weird. Is because I was looking at with the 5-second delay. This is so weird. TWSC. I don't think I've ever heard of that. That doesn't really bother me though. For under $2, they had to have some way to save money. What else do you want to see while I'm still looking at that before I move on to a couple other topics?
Zvi Manor said, if you mean to install a clean, check first for the program for the LCD. You have a shortcut on desktop. Jim KJ3N said, such a Doug.
Check first for the program. First for the program for the LCD. Oh yes, good point. And I would export drivers. That's not a done decision yet. Let's answer these questions. It doesn't seem to be letting me get past. I'm going to not bring over data from other browsers. Confirm and continue. Not going to make the experience more useful to me. Why would I want to do that? Confirm and start browsing. Fine. Now will it close? Now I got to wait for the latency to get past. Oh, my my monitoring screen for the stream got paused. Okay, there we go. LED control. Ah, yeah, good point. I'll show more about how that works this week. I'm not going to go into that now. Don't really have time for it. The question about the CPU. Let's go look at system. And then I'll look at the monitoring screen, but don't try to control the mouse from there, Doug. It's a N95, 1.7 gigahertz. So it's not a blazing fast computer, but it's plenty for these people. The normal office user, this is gonna be just fine. It's probably gonna be faster than the computers that they're accustomed to. Are there old user folders hanging around? Boy, that question from Frosty Winnipeg. I created the user admin. There's default user and there's public. So the answer to that would be no. So I answered the CPU, excuse me, and the NVMe. Jim says 24H2 isn't going to be that easy. Yeah, drivers and this
Ran Israel
this
said
video
default
thing.
user 0.
Oh, default user 0. Oh, yeah. It doesn't just say default. Didn't notice that. I might wind up deciding just to do the upgrades from here rather than fresh install. Jury's out on that. Let's look at AppWiz. Windows key R, appwiz.cpl to see what pre-installed stuff is on it. That looks pretty light. Chrome, Edge, OneDrive, Visual C. That's all right. What about apps. There's A's, C's, F, Feedback Hub, File Explorer, Get Help, Get Started, Google Drive, or Google, whatever that says, Google Chrome.
Al J said, take off OneDrive. It is a pain.
Take off OneDrive, it is a pain. I don't understand that, Alice. Oh, OneDrive. No, we're going to be using OneDrive for this office. We're either going to be using OneDrive on each of these computers, or we're going to be using SharePoint.
Greg M. said any extensions installed in Chrome?
We're using SharePoint with Business
V Manor
365
said, what is the
account.
other shortcut SeekAssist tool?
Extensions in Chrome. I'll take that one first, then I'll go to Zv's question. What is the other shortcut CYXIF tool? Is that on the desktop? Didn't notice it. No extensions currently. Take a look at Edge.
Jim KJ3 said every new version of Windows 11 becomes more uncooperative when it comes to a local account.
I'm not seeing that with the Pro version. Every time with the Pro version, I've been
Algie said,
able to
update
get
all your
straight to
browsers.
it. Installed extensions. There's Google Docs offline. That's all. Then what was the other shortcut? CYXIF tool. Oh, there. You see it? Oh, that looks like it's for the display. Do you want to allow this app
LJ
change
said update
devices, get
software via
CPU info?
updates.
Did it go away? Let me show you what that LED, LCD screen, whatever it's called. Is it a CY screen? I don't know. Let's see if my keyboard cam's working. Yes. Let me change that so it'll autofocus. Oh, it is set to autofocus. See if I can get that better. Yeah, I know that didn't show up very well. Anyway, we'll look at that more this week. All right. It is 9:30, and Kerry Holzman has a members only today. Go take a look at something on that. He's been experimenting with different configurations for his chat room. Oh, it's not scheduled yet. Oh, yeah, it is. It's scheduled there. Oh, but yeah, members only. So how he's got the chat room configured is irrelevant for that. Nothing to see here this time. Oh, Ken's got Ken has his show for this evening scheduled, so I'll go ahead and do a redirect to that. Tomorrow, I'm not going to schedule that until tomorrow morning, if I schedule it at all. It's possible that I might not do a regular show tomorrow, but there might be a pop-up live stream from my cell phone if I decide to get high. What? I might get high tomorrow morning, and if I do, I might live stream it. You know what that means. Take a quick look at the usual stuff. Yeah, I'm going to do this. I'm going to do a couple of things
Greg
here.
M said would scan that computer with malware bytes just to see if anything is on it unexpected.
Yeah, I don't know. If I have a convenient opportunity, it takes a long time for that scan to run. I might not. Not promising it. Anyway, in chat, in video comments. Matthew Barnes, regarding the label printer, the reason why it was a long story is actually a funny one. The label printer has 2 tape cutters, but I was trying to fix the wrong one. And it was a little while before I realized there was a second one. Jeff Ryman gives me feel better wishes because I canceled the stream on Saturday due to migraine ski man. Same. Thumbs up and hearts for those. Best good wishes. Guess what, Doug? I never did anything to my YouTube. It fixed itself. That means the new watch page experience fixed itself. That's not surprising. I had said that it might be the case after that experimental date passed. Mine has not changed back, and I don't seem to have a way to change it back. But as I've told you before, I kind of like it. So that's all of those. Looking to see if I have anything else that I can hit right quick so that it's not left over for another day. Yeah, there's a couple other things in my notes, but they can wait. All right, I think that's going to be a wrap. I will look through the chat comments closer afterwards. And now I think I'm ready to go. Yeah. Okay. That'll do it. And hit, let's see, green, oh, black off.